History is often written by the powerful, but sometimes the truth refuses to stay buried. This is the story of Patrice Émery Lumumba, a man who dared to speak freedom in a world that feared African independence. Patrice Lumumba was born on July 2, 1925, in Onalua, deep in the Belgian Congo. The Congo was rich: gold, copper, diamonds, but its people lived poor, controlled, and silenced. From a young age, Lumumba saw the cruelty of colonialism: forced labor, racial humiliation, and stolen wealth. Unlike many, he was educated. He read, he questioned, and he refused to accept that Africans were born to serve. Lumumba became a writer, an organizer, a speaker. His words carried fire, not hate, but truth. In 1958, he founded the Mouvement National Congolais, a party that demanded unity, equality, and independence. He rejected tribal division. He believed the Congo must stand as one nation. This made him dangerous, not to his people, but to those who benefited from Congo's suffering. June 30th, 1960. The Congo was finally independent. Belgian King Baudouin praised colonial rule. Then Lumumba stood up, uninvited, and spoke truth. He spoke of beatings, of stolen land, of humiliation. He told the world that independence was not a gift. It was won through suffering. Africa heard a hero. The West heard a threat. Chaos followed independence. The army mutinied. Katanga, the richest province, seceded with Belgian support. Lumumba asked the United Nations for help. They refused. Desperate to save his country, he turned to the Soviet Union. That single decision sealed his fate. In the Cold War world, an independent African leader was labeled a communist, and therefore disposable. In September 1960, President Kasavubu dismissed Lumumba. Soon after, Colonel Joseph Mobutu, backed by Western interests, seized power. Lumumba was placed under house arrest. When he tried to escape to join his supporters, he was captured. He was beaten, paraded, humiliated on camera, so the world would see a broken man. On January 17, 1961, Lumumba was flown to Katanga, not for trial, but for death. He was tortured, then executed by firing squad under Belgian supervision. But death was not enough. His body was cut into pieces, dissolved in acid, so no grave could exist. Years later, it was revealed that a Belgian officer kept one of Lumumba's teeth, a trophy of silence. Even in death, they feared him. Patrice Lumumba was only 35 years old, but his ideas outlived his killers. Across Africa and the world, he became a symbol of resistance. Streets were named after him. Statues were raised. And in 2022, Belgium finally returned his tooth, admitting a crime history could no longer hide. Patrice Lumumba once said, "The day will come when history will speak, but it will not be the history taught in Brussels, Paris, or Washington. That day is today." His body was destroyed, but his voice still speaks.